My name is Linda, and I live in Ohio with my son, Ethan. Life as a single mother hasn't been easy, but it has shaped me into a stronger, more resilient person than I ever thought I could be. Ethan's father and I separated when Ethan was only 6 years old. Since then, it has just been the two of us. Ethan grew up faster than most kids his age. By the time he was 10, he was already helping me with small chores around the house. By 15, he was mowing the lawn, fixing leaky faucets, and even cooking dinner when I came home late from my nursing shifts. He became my anchor, and I often told him he was the man of the house, though I knew deep down it wasn't fair to put that kind of responsibility on him. Still, he accepted it with quiet maturity. As Ethan grew into adulthood, our relationship changed. He wasn't just my son anymore, he became my confidant, my supporter, and the one person I could always rely on. When I struggled financially, Ethan worked part-time jobs after school. When I felt down after long shifts, he'd bring me tea and sit with me on the porch, listening without judgment. His presence reminded me that I wasn't alone. But I never imagined that one day, Ethan would ask me something that would make me stop in my tracks and rethink everything I thought I knew about being a parent. It started a year ago, right after Ethan graduated from college. He had earned a degree in business management and was offered a solid position at a local company. I was beyond proud. We celebrated with a small dinner at home, just the two of us. I remember looking across the table at him, this tall, confident man, and realizing that my little boy was gone. In his place stood someone independent, capable, and strong. That night, after dinner, Ethan said, "Mom, I need to talk to you about something important." His tone was serious, and for a moment, my heart raced. My mind darted to every possibility. Was he in trouble? Did he lose his job already? Was he sick? Instead, he took a deep breath and said, "I want us to move out of this house and buy a new place together. A home that's really ours. I want to take care of you now." At first, I laughed. The idea of moving was overwhelming. Our house wasn't perfect, but it held decades of memories. I couldn't imagine leaving it behind. But Ethan wasn't joking. He explained that he wanted me to stop worrying about bills, home repairs, and late nights at work. He wanted me to cut down my hours and finally rest. I resisted. "Ethan, I'm your mother. I should be the one taking care of you, not the other way around." But he didn't back down. "You've given up so much for me, Mom. Please let me do this for you." His words struck me deeply. I realized that saying yes didn't mean I was weak or dependent, it meant accepting the love and care my son wanted to give back. For so many years, I had been the protector, the provider, the worrier. And now, Ethan wanted me to let go of some of that weight. Weeks passed before I gave him an answer. I wrestled with guilt, fear, and uncertainty. But one afternoon, while sitting in the living room surrounded by old family photos, I thought about all the sacrifices I had made and all the times Ethan had stood by me. I realized that sometimes, strength isn't about doing everything alone, it's about allowing others to help. So I said yes. Together, Ethan and I searched for houses. The process was emotional. Each time we toured a home, Ethan looked at me and asked, "Do you like it, Mom? Can you see yourself here?" He wasn't just buying a house for himself, he was building a future where I could feel safe, comfortable, and cared for. We finally settled on a charming 2-story home with a wraparound porch and a small garden. The day we moved in, Ethan handed me a set of keys and said, "Welcome home, Mom." Tears welled up in my eyes as I hugged him, realizing that this was more than just a house, it was a symbol of everything we had overcome together. Adjusting to this new chapter wasn't easy. At first, I felt guilty every time Ethan paid a bill or reminded me to rest instead of overworking. But gradually, I learned to accept his kindness without questioning it. Our bond grew stronger, built not just on love but on mutual respect and gratitude. One evening, as we sat on the porch watching the sunset, Ethan turned to me and said, "You know, Mom, I never thought I'd get the chance to give back to you the way you gave to me. Thank you for saying yes." And in that moment, I realized how far we had come. Life doesn't always follow the script we expect, but sometimes, the unexpected turns bring us to the most beautiful places. Today, when people ask about my life, I tell them this: I'm proud of my son, not just for what is accomplished, but for the man he has become. He taught me that family is not just about giving, it's also about receiving. And I never thought I'd say yes to letting my son take care of me, but I'm so glad I did. That's our story, a story of love, resilience, and learning to accept help when it's offered. Because sometimes, the greatest act of strength is simply saying yes.